15 myths about generative AI that skew the reality. Generative AI is everywhere now, making art, writing stories, composing music, even coding. But with all the hype comes a flood of misinformation. So today, we're cutting through the noise and debunking 15 of the most common myths about generative AI. Let's get into it. Number 1. Generative AI is effortless. You've probably heard this one before. AI just spits stuff out, no effort required. But that's like saying a camera takes great photos all by itself. In reality, getting high-quality results from generative AI takes skill, experimentation, and a deep understanding of how prompts, models, and parameters interact. Whether it's crafting the right text prompt, fine-tuning a model, or iterating through dozens of outputs to get one that works, the process is far from push-button magic. Creators who get consistently good results aren't just lucky, they've put in the time to learn how the system thinks, what it responds to, and how to guide it toward a vision. It's more like collaborating with a very fast, very literal assistant than waving a wand. So no, it's not effortless. It's just a different kind of effort, one that blends creativity with technical finesse. Number 2. AI art is just stolen human art. This myth comes from a real concern. AI models are trained on massive datasets that include human-made content, but the output isn't just a copy-paste job. Like human artists, these models learn patterns, styles, and structures, not specific artworks. What they generate is new, not a perfect replica of any one piece. That said, ethical use matters. Artists have every right to question how their work is used in training data. But saying AI steals art oversimplifies a much more complex process. It's not theft, it's interpolation, remixing, and synthesis. And like any tool, it's how people use it that determines whether it's fair or exploitative. Number 3. AI has no creativity or expression. Creativity isn't just about having feelings, it's about making connections, generating novelty, and expressing ideas. AI can absolutely do that, especially when guided by a human with a clear vision. It can remake styles, invent new forms, and even surprise us with results we didn't expect. What AI lacks is intent. It doesn't create because it wants to, it creates because it's prompted to. But that doesn't mean the output is devoid of expression. When used well, AI becomes a tool for amplifying human creativity, not replacing it. Number 4. AI-generated content is always ugly or uncanny. Early AI outputs were often weird, distorted, or just plain bad. But the tech has evolved fast. Today's models can produce stunning visuals, compelling writing, and even photorealistic images if you know how to work with them. The key is in the prompting, the model choice, and the post-processing. Just like a beginner with Photoshop won't produce a masterpiece on day one, AI needs a skilled hand to guide it. Ugly outputs aren't proof that AI is bad. They're proof that it's a tool, and tools require skills gained through practice. Number 5. It's replacing all creative jobs. This one's fueled by fear, and it's understandable. But AI isn't replacing creativity, it's reshaping it. Just like photography didn't kill painting, or digital art didn't end traditional illustration, AI is adding a new layer to the creative process. In many cases, it's opening doors for people who couldn't create before, giving them a way to express ideas visually or verbally. And for professionals, it's becoming a powerful assistant, not a competitor. The future of creativity is hybrid, not human versus machine. Number 6. AI makes everything faster and cheaper, so it must be better. The promise of speed and efficiency is seductive, but it's not synonymous with quality, ethics, or accuracy. Generative AI can accelerate content creation, but it also accelerates misinformation, deepfakes, and creative burnout. Faster doesn't mean wiser. When quantity floods the digital ecosystem, nuance drowns. Artists, journalists, educators, many are now spending more time correcting or contextualizing AI output than creating. Efficiency can come at the cost of trust and truth. It's like replacing all chefs with vending machines. Sure, you'll get food faster, but don't expect flavor, care, or culture. Number 7. AI is a privacy nightmare. It can be, but it doesn't have to be. Like any technology, it depends on how it's built and used. Some models are trained on public data, others on private data sets with strict controls. Some run locally, others in the cloud. The risks vary. The important thing is transparency and consent. Users should know what data is being used, how it's stored, and who has access. Privacy isn't dead, it just needs better rules in the age of AI. Number 8. AI clones people perfectly. We've all seen those deep fakes that look eerily real, but most AI-generated clones still fall into the uncanny valley. They might get the look or the voice close, but they miss the nuance, the timing, the emotion, the unpredictability that makes someone feel real. Even the best clones are just surface-level imitations. They don't understand context, they don't improvise well, and they can't replicate a lifetime of experience. They're impressive, but they're not replacements. Number 9. Generative AI is ruining art by taking from real artists. This criticism often overlooks how generative AI expands who can participate in artistic creation. Historically, creating art meant having access to costly materials, formal education, or a supportive network, barriers that left many people on the outside looking in. But today, platforms powered by AI allow users without traditional training, expensive tools, or even community connections to generate compelling visuals, music, and stories. According to PNAS Nexus 2024, an analysis of over 4 million artworks showed that AI tools not only boost creative productivity, but help decentralize value from a small elite, giving more people a chance to be seen and heard. That impact goes beyond numbers. Science News Today documents how AI enables hobbyists and underserved communities to create and share work in ways they couldn't before. And a recent Springer study, The Work of Art in the Age of Generative AI, shows how this shift is redefining not just artistic authenticity, but creative accessibility itself. Far from ruining art, AI is reshaping how it's made, and by whom. If creative expression now includes people who never had a fair shot before, that's not a threat to art, it's a restoration of voice. Number 10. AI-generated content is always copyright infringing. Not necessarily. Copyright law is still catching up, but most AI outputs aren't direct copies. They're new works. Whether they're infringing depends on how they're used, not just how they're made. If someone uses AI to mimic a specific artist's style and pass it off as original, that's a problem. But if they're using it to explore new ideas or generate unique content, it's a different story. The legal landscape is evolving, but blanket statements don't help. Number 11. You can't tell AI content from human content. Sometimes that's true, AI can be very convincing, but often you can tell. There might be odd phrasing, missing context, or a lack of emotional depth. The more complex the task, the easier it is to spot the seams. And even when AI gets close, that's not necessarily a bad thing. It means we need to sharpen our critical thinking, not panic. Being able to tell the difference is part of being a savvy digital citizen. Number 12. AI steals artists' styles. This one hits a nerve for a lot of people, and understandably so. But let's take a step back. Style isn't a fixed asset. It's a language, a set of visual habits, a way of seeing. Artists have always borrowed from each other, whether it's Van Gogh riffing on Japanese woodblock prints or modern illustrators channeling Art Nouveau. Influence is part of the creative process, not a crime. AI models learn from vast data sets that include many styles, just like human artists absorb what they see. The difference is that AI doesn't know it's borrowing. It just mimics patterns. That doesn't mean it's stealing, any more than a student sketching in the style of their favorite artist is. The real issue is attribution and intent. If someone uses AI to impersonate a living artist and profit from it, that's a problem. But using AI to explore a style, remix it, or evolve it, that's part of the same creative lineage artists have always been part of. Number 13. AI is fully autonomous. Most AI systems aren't autonomous at all. They're reactive. They need prompts, inputs, and corrections. They don't set goals, make plans, or act independently in any meaningful way. Even the most advanced models are still tools. They can assist, accelerate, and augment, but they don't replace human judgment. Autonomy is a spectrum, and we're still very much on the assisted side of it. Number 14. AI-generated content lacks emotion. AI doesn't feel, but it can evoke feeling. A well-crafted prompt can produce writing or imagery that stirs emotion, tells a story, or captures a mood. The emotion isn't in the machine, it's in the audience. That's the power of art, no matter the medium. If AI can help someone express something they couldn't before or move someone in a new way, then it's doing something meaningful, even if it doesn't feel it. Number 15. AI is a fad. AI isn't going anywhere. It's already embedded in search engines, recommendation systems, creative tools, and more. What we're seeing now is just the beginning of a long evolution. Like electricity or the internet, AI is a foundational technology. It'll change how we work, create, and communicate. But it's not a flash in the pan. The real question isn't whether it'll last, it's how we'll shape it. So, there you have it, 15 generative AI myths. Generative AI isn't magic, and it's not a menace. It's a tool. A powerful one, yes, but one that still needs human hands, human ethics, and human imagination to reach its full potential. As always, keep questioning, keep creating, and stay curious.